everyone, Megan with Yates. Thank you for joining me for this week's episode of Nutrition Intermission. We are connecting on how to lighten up some of our favorite warm specialty drinks or holiday beverages that we like to enjoy during these colder months. So I do know we are a little late to the game since the early release of the highly coveted Pumpkin Spice Latte that happened earlier in September. But as the weather changes and we are ready to switch to these cozy specialty drinks, I definitely wanted to touch base about a few options that you can use to lighten up your favorite latte or just your favorite warm beverage. We even have a pumpkin spice latte recipe to share with you so you can stay in and enjoy one of your favorite beverages from this season. So, popular specialty coffee and tea drinks are absolutely notorious for being loaded with quite the haul of added sugars and fat. So, depending on the size, they can easily weigh in at 200 to 500 calories. And when you pair that with other comfort foods from this season, it's really not hard to see how the pounds sneak on during the colder months. I do want to take a quick look at some of the numbers. And did you know that the pumpkin spice latte was actually introduced over 12 years ago? Pretty crazy, seeing as we now mark the beginning of our fall season with the release of the pumpkin spice latte. So a Starbucks Grande PSL with whole milk and whipped cream tops in at 420 calories, 18 grams of fat, which is 28% of your daily value, 220 milligrams of sodium, which is 9%, 52 grams of carbohydrate, which is 72%, and 14 grams of protein. With a few adjustments, those numbers can get better. So if you chose to use non-fat milk and no whipped cream, it would drop to 260 calories. And if you went with a cafe latte with non-fat milk and no whip, it would drop to 130 calories. So what can you do when you are ordering some of these holiday or specialty drinks while you are out? Number one, you can request non-fat milk or another dairy-free alternative. So 2% milk is the standard, but beverages can definitely be made with non-fat milk or things like coconut or soy milk. Also, you can select the sugar-free syrup for great flavor without any added calories or sugar. If you are not into the sugar-free option, you can definitely use or ask for less syrup or fewer pumps to reduce the sweetness and calories in any beverage. You can ask for a little bit or no whipped cream, which would save you between 80 to 110 calories, just depending on the size and type of drink that you order. Also, please choose a size that best supports your personal wellness goals. So even the short options, so things like an 8-ounce cup, can definitely give you quite the bang for your buck and also get you in that festive cheer with just a small cup as well. But you can also enjoy these flavors from the comfort of your own residence. And if you are making some specialty drinks from home, here are some additional tips. So try low or no calorie flavored coffee or teas. So you can definitely stock up on some of the seasonal favorites from your local stores. Dunkin' Donuts, Keurig, Green Mountain, and Starbucks, they all do their own options for, this October fall season and also as we head into winter. You can spruce up your own coffee with 0-calorie spices or flavorings. So you can add cinnamon, nutmeg, or pumpkin spice to your coffee grounds when you brew them. I would suggest starting with a teaspoon per pot and then adjust to your taste preference. You could also maybe add a dash of cocoa to your coffee, which would increase the flavoring and make it a little bit more rich. You can also enjoy those sugar-free syrups from home. They will help reduce any unnecessary calories, and lots of companies make things like pumpkin pie, gingerbread, and peppermint, so check for those. As I mentioned earlier, you can do this at home as well, choosing non-fat or low-fat milk or also those dairy-free alternatives. So you can make your own coffee or tea latte by using these to add a calcium boost. And just don't forget, you have great options in those dairy alternatives if dairy is not something that agrees with you. Look for lower calorie hot chocolate options. So there are no sugar options that you can use. So definitely check the package for those. Skip the real whipped cream. There are lower calorie, lower sugar, and fat-free toppings. Things like Cool Whip and Ready Whip have great options that you could choose to replace the real whipped cream. You can choose a sugar-free apple cider as well. And Another option is to brew a hot spiced apple cider tea and then mix that with hot apple cider, so you can cut down the calories there while still enjoying those flavors. If you're really into eggnog, just look for an eggnog that has less fat, reduced fat, or no fat. And also remember that they do have dairy-free alternatives for this as well. So you can certainly still warm up this holiday season with your favorite warm beverage. Please just keep these tips in mind when you are enjoying either from your home or while you're on the go. So now we're gonna tackle that pumpkin spice latte recipe. We're gonna switch views so you can check that out here. Okay, so we have all of our ingredients to go ahead and begin our pumpkin spice latte. So we are going to add to a mug about a tablespoon of pumpkin puree. So we'll go ahead and drop that in. And then you are going to add a 1/4 to a 1/2 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. So just depending on your preference here. Add that in. Perfect. Then half to a full tablespoon of sweetener of your choice. So whatever you like, go ahead and use that. And then we're gonna do about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So we'll add that in. Great, and I have a little mini whisk here that I'm going to use to go ahead and stir this together. Awesome, so now we're going to add in our coffee. So about 1/3 to 1/2 cup of strong coffee. You can also use tea as well. So we'll add that over this mixture. And we're gonna give it one more stir. And to round out our latte, we are going to add about 1/2 cup to a cup of your milk of choice. So whatever works for you, we're gonna add that in. And then we'll give one more final stir. And then we'll top it off with just a little sprinkle of pumpkin pie spice. So there you have it, our pumpkin spice latte made at home. Thank you all for joining me this week for our episode of Nutrition Intermission. I do hope that you enjoyed the content and this recipe. If you do decide to enjoy our pumpkin spice latte, please go ahead and tag us so we can check it out. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to sharing with you all next week. Have a good one.